If you're wondering what downtown Tulsa looks like, where to go, where to eat, where to stay, this video is for you. It is my downtown driving tour of downtown Tulsa. What's going on, guys? My name is Steven. I am a realtor here in the greater Tulsa area. And my goal of this channel is to teach you everything you need to know about Tulsa. If you're thinking about moving here, if you are moving here, or if you're just visiting here, I want this to be your go-to channel to learn everything you need to know about Tulsa. So I'm going to ask two things before we start. First thing is smash this like button because this is the first time I'm doing this video and it's going to be pretty cool. At least I hope so. And then number two, if you have any questions or need to get a hold of me, my contact information is down below. So don't be afraid to reach out. I'll answer any questions that you might have. Or if you're moving here to Tulsa and need a realtor, I'm your guy. So let's get into the downtown tour. To give you a starting point here, we're starting on South Boston Avenue and East 9th Street. So a couple of things real quick. I'm going to give you information. Please do your research also. Some of these prices might change of hotels, apartments, and restaurants. So before you go and buy something or visit a place, double check, make sure, because prices maybe have changed or the restaurants have closed. We are passing First Presbyterian Church right now. Really cool church, and the churches are in downtown Tulsa are really interesting and fun to look at. I love the architecture of it. And you also probably just heard the bells. I've added that in. As I was driving by, the bells started going. I thought that was super neat and super cool. So we're going on south on Boston right now, or actually going north on Boston. A couple of the other things I want to point out are a couple of hotels that my clients have stayed here previously. So one of them is the Courtyard by Marriott. The other one's a Hyatt Place. And the last one is the Tulsa Club. The Courtyard Marriott's around $150 a night. Hyatt is $130 a night. And then the Tulsa Club is around $160 a night. There's a really cool coffee shop down here too. It's called Topeka Coffee. They actually brew their own beans or roast their own beans. Really cool place to go to. And actually there's a couple of great restaurants down here too. The building straight up front of us is the Williams Tower. If the architecture looks a little similar, I've heard that the architecture is the same architect that designed the World Trade Centers. So that's probably why they look a little similar. Once again, that's just what I've heard. Yeah, so that's one of those facts you take with a grain of salt. Another hotel in this area is the Hyatt Regency. It's up in front of us and to our right. The average nightly rate is $120. They have a convention center here, which a lot of conventions have in this area, so a lot of people stay in this hotel right here. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know Tulsa was considered the oil capital of the world back in the 1920s? Let me explain. Back in the 1920s, a lot of owners, gurus, CEOs of these oil companies made Tulsa as their headquarters for their oil business. And so during that time, Art Deco was a very popular architecture. So all these oil people came in and built these skyscrapers off of the Art Deco architecture. Now, architects around the world come to Tulsa to look at our fine architecture. So if you're ever on Jeopardy and you get this question, you now know. Another hotel we're just passing right there is the Hampton Inn. I've actually had clients stay here too. It's $130 a night. It's a great place to stay if you're coming for an event at the Cox Convention Center, or if you're coming to a event at the BOK, which the BOK is our big arena we have here in Tulsa. We have a lot of great acts like Taylor Swift, before she got super big, Justin Bieber, Joe Rogan, a lot of great shows. That has been open since 2008, and it's a really great arena that we have here in Tulsa. So the street we are on now, that's right in front of the BOK, and we're still heading north here, is South Denver. Okay, so we are driving up north, and we're actually going under some railroad tracks here, and we are heading towards the Tulsa Arts District. And that is where we're heading at right now. Over to our left, we have the Salvation Army, the Community Intervention Center, Tulsa Transition Center. And the reason why I bring that up is this area right here has probably our highest density of homeless. So in this area, you will see a little bit more homeless. Actually, everything behind us. Going into the Tulsa Art District, it thins out dramatically, at least for Tulsa standards, okay? Over to our left, which I was showing, is the Tulsa Theater. It's a great place that we actually have some stand-up comedians that come there, a couple of musicians and things like that. It's just another theater that we have here in Tulsa that hosts a lot of different acts. So we're on West Archer right now. and we're on West Archer and the corner of South Main Street. Over that building that I'm looking at right now is the Metro at Brady. A couple things about that. There's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. The starting price on a monthly rent for that is $1,900, and then the studio is $1,400 a month. Also, there's an apartment or a hotel also to our right called the Fairfield Inn, and goes around $140 a night. $140 a night. We are in the Tulsa Art District here. A couple of things that I want to point out to you guys is the Main Street Tavern. Really great place to get a burger. Also some great restaurants over here. If you want to grab a drink, I recommend the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie over here is a really great place to get a drink. Over that we're looking at right now is the Hunt Club and the Vanguard. Great bar to go to, and also they have great shows that you can see. A lot of local artists. Good music there. Down the street that I was looking down there, a couple of places, the Inner Circle Vodka Bar, also the Sound Ponies, really cool bar, and then also they have the Cain's Ballroom, which is very iconic here in Tulsa. A lot of upcoming country western singers sang there way back in the day, so great place. Thing we just looked at right there that I was pointing at is 36 Degrees North. So if you are with Tulsa Remote and you get a free membership to a co-working space, that is the place. 36 Degrees North. It's a co-working space, a really great co-working space to go to. What we just looked at behind me was the Channel 6 News, but the thing that we're looking at right now is the Guthrie Green, okay? There's a really great green space right in the middle of the Tulsa Art District. They have free shows out there. They have free events, movie nights, yoga. They have a splash pad. A lot of fun stuff there at the Guthrie Green. Over here that we're looking at here in just a second is the Woody Guthrie Center. It's a great museum talking about the Woody Guthrie. Also, you'll notice that my camera changed, so I'll fix that here in just a little bit. I didn't realize it until a little bit further on. But the Woody Guthrie is a really cool museum that you can go to, check out, and really fun. Also, over here in this area, we have the Bob Dylan Museum. That is new. The Bob Dylan Center is new, and people will go look at that museum all the time. Something else about this area that I want to mention is this is all new. About 10 to 12 years ago, this stuff wasn't even in existence. So all these buildings, if you think like, wow, this place looks really, really nice, it's because it's all new. Tulsa has grown so much over the last, probably 12 years that it's insane. All these were just vacant parking lots and old rundown buildings. So it's really great that all this stuff's changing. A couple of things I want to point out in here is Lone Wolf. Really great restaurant. You also got a shuffleboards game cafe, really cool place. And then a place that I really enjoy going to is Duet. It's a jazz club. They also have themed dinners. They just had a Taylor Swift themed dinner. That was great. On the corner there, you got the Holiday Inn Express. It's about $180 a night. And then we're coming up, we just entered the Greenwood District. So we just left the Tulsa Art District. We're entering the Greenwood District. This is the home of the One Oak Field, which is our minor league baseball team, and our minor league soccer team play here. They have splash pad. They have fireworks on the weekend. They have Jumps House. It's a lot of great fun there. Going across the street, we have the View Apartments. 1-bedroom, 1-bath is about $1,300 a month. And then a 2-bedroom, 2-bath is about $1,800, $1,900 a month. Now we're going down. We're actually going to be we're still in the Greenwood District, but they also call this area Black Wall Street. Back in the early 1920s, this was, they really considered this Black Wall Street. But there are some still businesses that are ran by Black ownership, and it's great. One of the places I want to point out is Silhouettes. It's a really cool sneaker shop, and also has a lot of great clothes. And then on the corner of this street here, which is North Greenwood, we have the Greenwood Rising Wall Street History Center. I haven't had the pleasure of going yet, but I definitely want to check it out. I've heard great reviews about it, but it's right there on the corner too. Now we're going to be heading south on Greenwood here. Coming up at North Greenwood and First Street, we have the 111 Greenwood Apartments. 1-bedroom, 1-bath is around $1,200 a month. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath is around $1,600 a month. And yeah, so now we're going to turn on First Street, and this is actually one of my favorite districts to go to, and that is the Blue Dome District. Over to our right, we have McNelly's, a really cool Irish pub. They also have a really great St. Patty's Day street party that I used to really enjoy going to when I used to drink. I don't drink anymore, but they have a really great St. Patty's Day event there in downtown Tulsa. Also, if you like fried chicken, there's a great fried chicken place right there on the corner called Red Light Chicken. And then across from Red Light Chicken, we have the Hotel Indigo, which is about $180 a night. Really nice hotel, and also has a bar on top. And then you have some great bars that I used to go to all the time, like Ripley's. My favorite bar, the Max, which is an old hotel arcade. So they have like the traditional arcade games, and it's also a bar. And then Reds, which also has some live music there on the corner. And then Arnie's, that's a little bit around that area. That's one of the oldest bars in Tulsa. Some people, Dilly Diner's a really great diner. And then also we have the Tulsan, which is up, I guess, the happening place now with the youth is the Tulsan. They have like music every night and things like that. Also in this area, you have the Dust Bowl, which is an old time bowling alley. It also has a bar there. And then we just passed the 918, Whiskey 918, which is a country dance hall. They also play modern music now too, but it also, it's a country bar and dance, but they also play traditional music. The Edge Apartments, which we just passed, is 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It's $1,300 a month. Then they also have a 2 bedroom, 2 bath that is $2,300 a month. And then we also, in this area that we just passed, they have the co-working space called The Root. So if you like co-working spaces, this is a great place to go to. The Goat is a really great restaurant and bar. I've heard really a lot of great things about it, but I haven't been there personally. And actually, technically, we are considered in a different district. It's called East Village. That's the thing about Tulsa that people don't realize is we do have tons of districts, but they're very, very small and they're on top of each other. So it's like, there's a couple things in one district and then you move and you're in another district. So our districts aren't very big. That's the backside of the Edge Apartments that we just looked at. Over to our left that we're looking at right now is the Fur Shop, which is a really cool bar. Used to be a fur shop back in the day. And then we also have another really cool shopping area called the Box Yard. Has a lot of old shipping containers that have now turned into businesses, and they were actually just repurposed. They were actually shipping containers that were used, and then they repurposed them right there in the Box Yard. Downtown Tulsa also has a lot of memorials, or murals, not memorials, a lot of murals on the side of buildings, and that's what I really love about downtown Tulsa is there's a very big artistic feel here in the downtown Tulsa area. Over here on the corner, we have Juniper, which is a really nice restaurant, and then also one of my other favorite restaurants, Fassler Hall, which is a German bar, and they also serve food, which I have a video that you can click on right there talking about the food there at Fassler Hall. And then something else, if you want to go back and rewatch this video, is anything that I have already videotaped. If that's a long form video or short form video, I'll have a link right there. Over here to our right that we're passing right now is the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. I love coming here. I'm actually going to go see, I think, Aladdin coming up here in a month. But they have a great selection of Broadway musicals. You have the Tulsa Opera. You have the Tulsa Ballet. You have a lot of great, plays and events there at the Tulsa PAC. I think it's one of those hidden gems Tulsa has. That is our tour. If you have more questions about Tulsa, or if you want to see something else, please leave me a description down or leave me a comment down below. I would love to answer any questions you have. Remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Remember to reach out if you need help.